While the streets of Petrograd were in the grip of a violent mutiny, more than 30,000 soldiers and sailors were stationed nearby at Kronshtadt. The sailors of Kronshtadt were to become a key part of the revolution. These highly feared crack troops were literate and well-trained, and at that time, the Navy was at the forefront of technology. But Kronshtadt was also a dangerous place. For many years, it had been the seat of deep frustration. Even the base commander, Admiral Viren, had likened the fortress to a gunpowder store. Sailors were treated little better than animals and could be severely punished for minor misdemeanors.
If you didn't salute, you could get 10 days detention. There was almost a suppressed war in Kronstadt between the officers and the sailors. Sailors in Kronstadt were just simply sitting in the ships. They'd hardly seen any action during the war. The ships were cauldrons of indiscipline, they were cauldrons of tension. It was just a bomb waiting to explode, essentially.
As the sailors heard more and more stories of what was going on in the capital, their frustration started to erupt again.
They knew there were riots in the streets. They knew that there was hunger and there were bread riots. But all of a sudden, it looks as though this is something much more than that. And they begin asking the authorities what's happening. They begin meeting. They begin holding illegal meetings of sailors around their ships. The authorities get nervous about what's going on. They begin to lose control.
Some of the sailors were veterans of failed rebellions in the past. They were determined that this time would be different.
It's very difficult to, actually it's impossible to organize revolution. So one historical lessons for these guys at 1917 was A, not to drink, B, to control officers, and maybe it's better just to kill them.
On the 1st of March, the sailors gathered to elect a new revolutionary committee. This is the beginning of a bloody squaring of accounts. The sailors took little time to get their hands on the officers who had treated them harshly.
It all happened so quickly. In the space of one day, we rid ourselves of any officers that stood in the way. If they weren't with us, we killed them.
By the following morning, the officers of Kronstadt have either been executed or killed by the sailors, or they've been imprisoned. Lucky ones have been imprisoned, and the old authority has been destroyed.